Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Rahmani Haruniswa and now I'm going to talk about comprehensible input. At first, what is comprehensible input? So, comprehensible input is language input that can be understood by the listeners despite them not understanding all the words and structures in it. So, it's about students understanding about the language but they don't understand every part in it. Then the next, comprehensible input strategies. So Christian developed these comprehensible input strategies in 1981 and there are four. Direct instruction is for the beginners. So the teachers can give the instruction for the students and then the students know what they should do. And the next is joint construction. Joint construction is for the students who has basic language. So they still need guidance from the teacher. Then the next is coach construction. So coach construction is for the intermediate students. So the teacher should offer suggestion for the students. And then the last is monitoring. So monitoring is suitable for the advanced students. So they are required minimum guidance from the teacher. And then the next is comprehensible input activities. I will give 6 examples of it. So the first is use different sources of input because the learner needs some space, some room to experiment and explore more on language. So the second is tell stories. Tell stories and storytelling is the same. This is one of the most successful technique. Why? Because telling the exciting stories can get the interest from the students and they can understand easier about it. And the next is visualize. So, to illustrate abstract and complex concept, students can more understand about it by using the image, doodles, or maybe picture. The fourth is sing songs. By using songs and rhyme, the student can more understand about it because they can differentiate the similar word based on the different tone. And then the next is play games. Why? Because with playing games, the students can understand about it more easily. And then the next is specialized reading. Specialized reading can help the students to understand about something about language because they can choose their own book and then they can study more about new vocabulary. And then the next is the example of comprehensible input. So using routine classroom language is one of the example about comprehensible input. So the example is when the teacher giving the instruction to the students such as please sit down, please open your book page, blah blah blah. Now, this is the example of comprehensible input. So that's all from me. So thank you for watching and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.